If you haven't guessed, I'm back at Costco, and I got a lot of comments that you couldn't hear me in the previous video. So I thought we'd do this again because there's more stuff to show you. Let's go. First off, they still have some pots. There's the Restocked, there's the other ones. Check out the other video so you can see the breakdown of that. And there's still the blue pots, there's still the raised beds. All of that is still here. There are more tubers. This one is Dahlias. I know I showed you some Dahlias before. There's a lot of different varieties. I was here the other day and they were out, and so they've restocked, especially even over the weekend, they've restocked. There's a lot of different ones, and let me show you. They even have the big bag. Now this one has elephant ear, canna, and gladiola. And this one is themed deer resistant garden. And then there's even ones that are called like designer garden blends for sun gardens. And let me flip this so you can see. All right, $14.99. There's a hummingbird one. That's the deer resistant one. There's gladiola, there's iris. So $14.99. Spring bulb. There's daylilies for fragrance. That's a container garden one right there. And I can't believe that these are all only $14.99. Here's a container for sun or shade. So these ones are combos, and you can plant it exactly like this. It comes already pre-planned for you. This one is just the elephant ear. Ooh, look at that caladium. It's really pretty. And I don't have a spot for that. Oh, that's heavy. There's calla lilies. There's more caladium in the back, a different kind. Look at the color on this canna. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a little bit more orangey coral than red or white I've seen, or sorry, red or tropical colors. And then here, more calla lilies. Ooh, there's that color, grape, velvet, garnet glow. Okay. And then here are same deer resistant. Ooh, there's a border garden one. That's a little different. Let's see what it says. Border garden. So caladiums on the bottom and really big elephant ears on the top. And there's some more dahlias. There's different color cannas, different shapes and sizes. That one is the President. This one is Wyoming. And then let's see. There's more calla lilies. And then there's Fortnight lily back there. And then these ones are for cut flowers. So you got lilies and, I don't know this one, Liatris, Blazing Star, and Gladiola. So there's some more daylilies. They're all kind of mixed up from the weekend, but this one is the President, it's red. And then there's some begonias. So these ones are also $14.99. There's 60 of them in there. I think that's freesia, some, I don't know that one. But then there's anemones back there, same calla lilies, begonias. These ones are pretty. There's like orangey yellow, golden balcony is the name. This one's pink balcony, probably how it trails. And here, caladium, elephant ear, that's a neat one. It's like a little darker leaf. Ooh, this Empire canna is really pretty. These are also $14.99. Oh, look. They're available online, so definitely check it out. Maybe it's there. And different lilies, different gladiolas. And then down here, I love this color. And then more dahlias. I did buy one pack just like this. And more dahlias. Thomas Edison is a giant one, if you really like giant flowers. Okay, and since I was here last time filming, there are also now fruit and nut trees, assorted varieties, and you can see there's the tag. They are bare root, so they don't look like much, and that's what it looks like. There's instructions and details, and it's nice and heavy because it's wet soil. But here, this one is Summer Sweet Peach. There's Carnival Peach, Honey Royal Nectarine, Moore Park Apricot, Katy Apricot. I would encourage you to look up the name, look up chill hours, see if you have enough chill hours in your area. Where I live, we don't get a lot of chill hours. We're looking at, I don't know, 150 is even pushing it if we get that many. Like right now, we have a heat wave. This is gonna really upset those of you who are under a blanket of snow, but our temperatures are above 50 even at night right now. We're not even dipping below that, so we're never gonna get chill hours. And then these trees that are here at Costco, make sure you're looking, because I know some people were buying these as peach trees. They're flowering peach, which means they're picked for their flowers. They're not picked for their fruit. So you're not gonna get the peach that you want. Those are rootstock, so you don't want that unless you just want an ornamental peach that has really, really gorgeous flowers. Now, I would say maybe you would want to have both fruit and flowers. If that's the case, then you want to get the red barren peach tree because it has fruit, delicious fruit, but also the flowers are this gorgeous double red. So those ones are really pretty. There are also other, I mean, all peach trees are really pretty, so you won't go wrong. If you are going for a peach, I prefer nectarines. I don't like the fuzz on the outside. I like Snow Queen for nectarines because it's a white flesh variety, and also I like donut peaches. So I do have both of those trees at my own house, and the flowers, they're equally pretty as those ones over there. So bulbs in a vase, let's talk about it. $17.99. Let's flip this. We've got tulips of different colors. This one has like the yellow edges. That one looks like it's a solid red. Oh, and there's some pink ones in here. Now, it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe like 10 to 12 in each one of these. And it's not bad. It's a pretty good price for this lovely container vase that you have. It's decorative. There's yellow on the bottom too. But when it comes to tulips, for those of you who live in cooler regions, you could take the bulbs after they're done and you could plant them. But for us here in the warm areas, it's not worth it. You'll probably end up just tossing them. But they are pretty. But you could also do this yourself. You just stick tulip bulbs in a vase with some water. So totally doable in your own house. And then here, there's an assortment of different orchids. You can see this one's kind of cool. And these are $15.99 in a little red ceramic. I think this is in part for Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. I'm Taiwanese of Chinese descent, so I call it Chinese New Year. We celebrate the version of Lunar New Year that is more Chinese traditions. So that's probably what these are here for. They weren't here a couple weeks ago when I made the last video. So some of these are looking a little bit haggard, but there's a few in here that look pretty decent still. So you do have to kind of look, like this one looks pretty good. I did buy orchids from the LA Flower Mart, so I don't need any orchids today. But if you are buying an orchid, you want to find some with some healthy bulbs at the end and also a healthy leaf if you want to have it last longer. So these typically, these are Phalaenopsis, and they typically bloom only once a year. You might find some that bloom twice, but most of the time they only bloom once a year. But when they do bloom, they usually bloom for a month to 3 months, depending on the variety and how long the spike is and how many flowers, and of course, how well you take care of it. All right, next up, this is definitely for Lunar New Year. It is a foliage garden. It's $33.99, and I know it's for Lunar New Year because of the red fan and also this little horse. It's the year of the horse, and this would be a very giftable item. Oh look, this has a little pink houseplant. And there's some other different ones, different plants, different arrangements, all foliage. Nice and leafy green, a lot of options. So for $33, you do have the little decorative horse. You have a pretty large container. You can see that's my hand. And I have at least one houseplant. It looks like there's 2 decorative rocks and moss. So definitely it's something that you take off the shelf and you can gift right away. No wrapping needed, all set. And so here we have chrysanthemums. Now these are large yellow mums, $14.99. And let me just show you how big they are. This is pretty heavy. And you can see I picked one that The blooms are not as open. Lunar New Year isn't until February 17th, so you want to give these a little bit of time to open slowly. If you were to get this one, the flowers have already bloomed. There are quite a few little buds on here still, so you do have some life left on them. There's some other ones that are fully open and they will have already wilted by Lunar New Year. I know it's for Lunar New Year because there's even a little home ball, which is the red envelope. We give away red envelopes for good luck and blessings and things like that. I'm gonna do a whole video about Lunar New Year this week, so let me know if there's anything that you have questions about for Lunar New Year's, drop them in the comments. I think last time when I did these pots, I didn't always include the price, so here they are. So these ones are $49.99. You can see that's the detail information. You can screenshot that if you need it. And then here, these ones, the ceramic, you can see that's the detail information if you need it. Now on this side, there's a rooster up there. And the rooster looks like it doesn't have the price, but there's a rooster. I'm not allowed to have roosters, real roosters, in the city that I live in, but I don't think I'll have that rooster either. It's not something that would usually add. I don't usually have garden decor. So let's see, there's lights, there's the bird feeder. I've already shown you all of that. There are some, oh, these gloves weren't there. They had the colorful ones. These ones are, I had the different color in the other video. I had these gloves. Oh, there's a few different gloves here. I had these ones, I tried them out, they're great. These ones look like they're leather work gloves, but this is probably the guy's version because of the color and the size availability. This one's extra large. And then, yeah, these are all really large and extra large. So I think they're a little sexist. Say, you know, this is probably for the girls and then that's for the boys. And then here's some nitrile work gloves. These ones are like this. And then they're breathable. This is actually pretty good for gardening, I think. It would keep your hands nice and clean and dry, and then really grippy. And then I don't think we saw these either, but there's a lopper and pruner set. This is really all you need as a beginner. And it is $24.99, so great steal for a basic set if you don't already have this. I don't think they had this. If they did, I don't remember, but it's a tree lopping thing, and I know my words are not the best right now. It's a 2-piece tree care set. Oh, so it does cut. You can cut branches like this, and then you also have a saw, and then this has a saw so you can telescope and use it. And let's see the price. Oops, on the other side. Let's go around. I actually came for other things, but of course I'm gonna look at gardening stuff. So $47.99 for that. It's pretty good. Okay, this one is also, I hadn't seen, it's pre-planted flower bulbs in planter, and it looks like caladiums already in this planter. It says 4 caladiums. There is soil. Yeah, so the kit has, this one's open, so the kit has the bulbs, the soil, and the pot. So $19.99, and that seems like a pretty decent deal. There's only 3 left, so something tells me that people like that option. I don't use any of this lawn care stuff, so I'm not gonna talk about lawn care. You'll probably have to ask somebody else about this. Oh, I see more flowers. Okay, a couple more things and then that's it for this video, but these are the tropicals. Let me flip this. A lot of plant options here. Comes with a deco pot, $33.99. It's a pretty big size and there's a lot of options. When I redo my office, I'm gonna be adding some of these. But for right now, these are not coming home with me. I'm gonna walk away slowly from them. I don't know this plant off the top of my head. Let's see what it says. Pericallus. I think it's an annual, but I'd have to look it up. It's pretty big, and it's $16.99, 2.5 gallon size. It is grown by Armstrong Garden Centers. You can see right here, AGC is Armstrong Garden Centers, right here in Southern California. Over here we have braided bamboo. So there's a couple options. There's this style, so it's braided all in one pillar, and it's $19.99. Let's see. And it is a pot within a pot. So you can water it because there's no drainage hole in the bottom and you don't want to suffocate it, but this is variegated. And then there's this one that is braided. So it's very cool. And bamboo is supposed to be good luck. And for Lunar New Year, for each segment, because bamboo grows section by section, at least in Chinese culture, you're promoting annual growth and you're promoting, like, you want to go from one level to the next level. Let's say you have a corporate job, you go from a junior to a senior position. So often we eat bamboo or we gift bamboo for that, but you can see this has taken a very long time to grow and also then braid. Oh, and this one is not variegated. It's very leafy green. If you liked variegated, I'm a sucker for variegation. Oh, my hand. But you like braided, this one is braided and variegated. So braided this way and variegated. Like there is these leaves, that's fine, you just snip those off. But this one's really cool, really pretty. And again, it's $19.99. So I need to go do the actual stuff that I came here to shop for, like groceries. But let me know in the comments if there was any plants that you liked, any pots, or any questions at all. And please like and subscribe because then we can go shopping together in the next video. All right, I'll see you.